You're saying that a judge should decide how and when money is spent
a judge is saying,
for years, and not the president of the United States?
Let me explain
You're a governor,
a little bit more. Let me explain it a little bit more slowly. A judge is saying,
you don't have to talk to me like that.
Congress.
I have a position on this, and you have an opinion. We can disagree.
Yeah, but I'm saying you listen to me because you're not listening, and you're making claims that are not connected to the facts.
Okay, that's pretty much where we all are.
Well, yeah,
this particular moment in time. Okay. Pat says, nothing says cheaper groceries like 50 executive orders about the 12 trans people in sports. It's actually 10. Someone counted in NCAA. It's 10 people.
Okay.
Just thought to point that out, just if you're interested in math. Okay. Okay. God has tweeted. God said bird flu is now spreading from birds to pets to people, but Donald doesn't want you to know that because it may make him look bad. Thank you. Katie Mack said the price of eggs in the U.S. is spiking mostly due to H5N1 bird flu. Solving the problem requires urgent, important communications from the CDC and FDA and rapid development of research by the NIH, currently paused by executive order. Grant reviews now are all canceled. They're stopping all medical research, including cancer. I mean, it is, I don't even know what word to use beyond catastrophe right now. Nick said, got to say the mainstream media is simply not doing the minimum amount of work to communicate that a bunch of Nazis implicated in child have all of your banking information and can turn off Social Security whenever they want. Is that 5 alarmy enough for you? Do we need more alarms than 5 alarm fires?
6.
Is this a 6 alarm fire?
6 alarms.
It's an 11 billion alarm fire.
Yes.
Okay. Marisa says, I spoke to a staffer at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children about DOJ's threat to pull funding if the organization didn't comply with Trump's DEI executive order and how organization leadership rolled over. Rather than fight back, we chose to sacrifice trans children. That's where we're at. Read the poem, First They Came, just in case you wonder how this all ends. Okay, Anika says one of the reasons why so many established media houses are not accurate in reporting how bad things are because the facts sound deranged. That is really true. Doesn't make them less true, but try pitching a piece that one of Musk's guys is linked to a literal pedophile Nazi cyber crime ring and see how that goes. That is... Okay, did you see that anywhere? I did not.
No.
D. Earl says they are wiping entire government agencies off the grid, dismantling others, installing corporate raiders to steal our information and money. They have been planning this for years, and our media doesn't even have the expertise and or nerve to call it what it is, a coup. Can I just say, let me just hear our friend Jamie Raskin again, because there are heroes of democracy right now.
At some point, we've got to wake up beyond party lines for all Americans to see what's going on here in this rapidly expanding and accelerating coup.
We just mentioned, where did I mention? Measles outbreak in Texas. There's also a tuberculosis outbreak. Is that in
Kansas?
In Kansas, right.
That's what's the matter with Kansas.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, this is what's the matter in Montana.
Okay.
Jared in Montana said legislators heard a bill on Friday that would make Montana the first state to ban the use of mRNA vaccines. Quote, provide for misdemeanors to be issued to violators. Oh, my God. Just when we think we have hit the stupidest part of the stupidest timeline in our history, no. This would be, are you ready for this one? These are the questions.
Okay.
These are their, to be a CIA agent.
Okay.
Ryan Goodman says if these questions are designed to hire people with no grasp on reality, U.S. national security is at significant risk. Was January 6th an inside job? Was the 2020 presidential election stolen? Who were the real patriots on January 6th? Who won the 2020 election?
Wow.
Who is your real boss? If you answer those incorrectly, according to Trump, you are not. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go ahead to Chris in Massachusetts. Hello, Chris.
Yeah. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
I was wondering, I can only think of a couple of things as far as tools that the average person can use to push back on all this nonsense and dangerous nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them is... how about we don't pay our taxes? I mean, the dollar sign seems to get their attention.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds pretty crazy, but the other thing that we have working for us is there's power in numbers.
I have heard, Chris, I've heard other people say that we are reaching a critical mass point where, because they are also seizing control of, obviously, not just our Treasury Department, that means IRS. I mean, okay. Sorry.
Are you okay? Do you need a Heimlich? What do you need an aspirin? What's going on?
To her point, John said a lot of the agencies Musk is searching for, quote unquote, waste and shutting down, like OSHA, are the ones investigating him and his companies.
Absolutely.
That's the corruption.
Yes.
Okay.
It's always been about the corruption.
Would you like to hear, what do we call a community calendar? Just something breezy and light. Would you like
Hate letter music.
Okay.
Right there.
I feel the need to subject us to this Washington Post piece about Trump voters and diners because...
Yes.
As Washington reels from Trump's first actions, his voters like what they see. It's real good what you're doing. Tell us about the rabbits again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They're about ready to be strangled by Lenny.
But if we're going to take this country back from the disinformation we just lost it to, we have to, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, some of these people, you're not going to get them back. And we can't, right?
I got the character of Mice and Men wrong. Sorry.
Okay, just down a little more.
Yeah.
Behind the counter of the Pink Tile D's Diner, Tammy Malloy.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah. She was chatting. 67-year-old said she had come to work beaming the day after the November election in which she had voted for Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Now, 10 days into Trump's second presidency, Malloy was still thrilled with what she was seeing happening in Washington. She was particularly pleased with Trump for choosing Pete Hegseth. Why? To get rid of DEI. She's for the DUI hire because he's going to get rid of the DEI. Wildly unqualified people that might be, rapists or drunks and stuff like that. See, I know this is the problem, Chris. I have a hard time with being the grace towards people like the aforementioned Tammy Malloy.
We're going to have a pastor on tomorrow to talk to about this.
Really?
Yes.
About how to
have grace.
Welcome these people back with open arms? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not done, Bella. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
She said there's two genders. I don't care if you identify as a monkey. You're still either a male or a female. The last 4 years shoved it down our throats. Really? The 10... What did Reed Pundit say? The infinitesimal chance that your daughter might have to play badminton against a trans. She thought Trump was being. This is the only thing she didn't like that Trump has done so far. She thought he was being too generous in offering resignation deals for federal employees.
Okay.
All right. Despite the chaos and confusion of some of Trump's early actions have caused in Washington, there was a collective shrug among his supporters here in Northeast Pennsylvania, several of whom argued that no actual damage had been done by new orders to freeze spending. That's because
that they could see
outcry, and then also a judge stopped it almost immediately. Right. Tammy.
Right. And, who
I will not call a moron except in my thought bubble.
Also, they think that nothing bad has happened because it didn't happen in their living room.
Thank you, because it isn't hit them yet, Chris.
Exactly.
Okay. Trump supporters were in favor of his efforts to scale back the federal workforce, stand by controversial cabinet members, and slash foreign aid. Again, where are we? This is Tammy again. Tammy.
Oh, Tammy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I trust him. Is he going to do everything right in the next 4 years? Probably not. Is he going to do everything I agree with? Probably not. But he's going to do most of what I agree with, and I'll take it.
Okay.
Yay. Her fellow server at the diner.
At the D's Diner?
Yes. Pink-tiled.
Do they serve D's nuts?
I don't know. Let's call and ask repeatedly.
Okay.
And if Mike Hunt is there.
Yes.
What?
Michael
Hunt. And his last name is Hunt.
Michael Hunt.
What?
Oh, my God.
D's nuts. Okay. Fellow server.
Please don't say that again.
Lisa Barnett. Oh, and their boss, Dan McDemelier.
Oh, okay.
Tammy paid little attention to politics most of her adult life until Trump's 2016 run and has been a supporter of his and an avid Fox News viewer. Well, there's a shock. Mm-hmm. Ever since. She prays for him every night.
Oh, that's sweet. See, she knows grace,
yes,
Stephanie.
She knows good Christian values because she's for Donald Trump. DeMellier, he's the boss. Dan, you know Dan.
Oh, he's the D of D's nuts.
Yeah, he's the D in D's Diner.
Okay.
Dan DeMellier.
Okay.
49, voted for Obama, Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and Joe Biden, but took a chance on Trump. after his profits at his restaurant plummeted over the last few years, which obviously is Obama's fault. What? I'm just looking for change. You know who else is looking for change? German citizens. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hitler too.
Everybody says he can pull us out. Everybody does. Everybody does, Dan. I think anything was better than the last president. Oh, you mean Joe Biden, who left the best economy and lowest jobless rate in 50 years?
Do they serve egg dishes?
They may be affected by the egg.
I wonder, Bella.
The egg problem.
I wonder how he feels about that.
Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.